Alright, what's up guys? I just wanted to do a quick video on my Velocidrone settings. I've been getting some questions. People ask me what my PIDs are, what screen settings I run, that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to do a really quick video on kind of what I do. So for if you're racing in VRL, most importantly, what you want to have set up is your flip over after crash and your arm motors. This is going to allow you to race in manual mode. So if you hop in a lobby that says has an M next to it, and you can't take off. That's probably because you don't have your arm motor switch set up, so make sure you guys do that. And then also flip over after crash, that's your turtle mode switch. As far as main settings go, I have this camera VTX noise off because I don't like having noise if I can help it. This is basically static on your screen, so I just turn that off. Music volume down, whatever, sound effects, motor volume, have it really low. Um, I find that I fly better with the motor volume pretty low, and then ghost motor volume I have that off. It's kind of annoying when you're flying against your ghost, and it's kind of loud. Um, Single player race countdown. I should actually have it on. If you're doing like a leaderboard smash, you can put it on crash restart, and that way when you crash, it'll just instantly restart the race. Immediate start's nice if you're also playing by yourself. You just flip your reset switch or your race start switch. You don't get the countdown though. So if you're doing like a 3 lap leaderboard smash, you're going to have to take off right away. So I don't recommend that. I would recommend the 3-2-1 if you're doing the 3 lap smash. If you're doing a 1 lap smasher, do the immediate start because your time doesn't start until you pass through that first gate. So that's what I recommend there. Um, End of race statistics. Usually have this on like 3 seconds. That's just your like lap times that pop up. Especially if you're leaderboard smashing, you really want that to just go away. So you can even have it, yeah, 3 seconds there. Probably the most important stuff is the screen settings. I have a minimum FPS at 144. I'm running a 144 hertz monitor, 1920 by 1080 full resolution. If you want to run, I want to show you guys this. If you're running the True Lens, what I recommend is turning the graphics down to like fast, for example, and then you want to put the screen resolution to, what is it, 1280 by 1000 by 1024, I think. And that's going to give you these black bars on the side, so it's going to give you that 4:3 aspect ratio. So if you fly 4:3 goggles, you might want to give this a try. And if you're running this resolution, um, go into your quad settings and put True Lens to true. And I would recommend running the 2.1 millimeter standard. The micro gets a little too fishy. So yeah, if you guys want to try 4:3 aspect with like a more realistic look, use the True Lens on, standard 2.1, and in your screen settings, try 1280 by 1024. But since I do a lot of live streaming, I run full resolution just for the stream's sake. Um, let's see, VSync false, graphics rendering type forward. Forward is for a more suitable low power graphics card. So I actually should have that on deferred. And then, actually, let me put my screen settings back so it looks better. Um, Anti-aliasing, no. Ambient occlusion, no. Color grading, normal. You can play around with like different color settings, like basically like filters, like kind of like Instagram filters type deal. So I just have that off on normal. Let's see. If you're running like a good gaming computer, you can have the high quality stuff on. If not, just turn this off, and it's really going to help improve your frames per second. That's pretty much all this stuff. Camera draw distance. This is basically how far in the distance the game's going to load objects. So if you have a really high-end computer, you can run it on high. If you're running like a laptop, I just put it on low because you don't really want to, you don't need to see far away. It's just more pleasing to the eye to like see the whole map kind of. But if you're just focused on racing, you can have that on low. And then you can turn all this stuff off if you have kind of lower graphic setting computer. For quad settings, it's all stock, honestly. Physics CPU usage, I have that on high. Looks like a decent computer. If you have a lower powered machine, it says down at the bottom, you can reduce it to low. Yeah, my drag settings are all stock. Um, and field of view, I run 120. Camera angle, I run 42. Propeller power 100%. Prop wash 35. Min throttle 1040. Quad weight 100. Prop size, I run 50-45. Camera angle compensation false. Quad rear spotlight. I should have that on. That's cool. Low quad details. You know what? I'll have that on true. I'll have that on false. I'll have some high details on. Allow mid-air collisions. This one's big. You want to have that off pretty much if you're racing with other people. It's kind of annoying to get mid-airs. Trails enabled. That's always cool. Battery simulation, I have it on true. I like to run battery simulation at all times. I don't really run open class anymore. And if I'm doing like 3 laps, I'll put on to 1800. Battery mass effect 0. Quad audio on the quad, or you can have it on the start grid. On the start grid, it's a little more realistic sounding. On the quad is if you're used to having like a headphone in your goggles, getting audio from your VTX. Let me turn this back. So that's pretty much that. So let's go into a session and I'll show you guys my tune and my rates. So if you want to adjust your Betaflight tune, you go to Advanced Drone Setup here. And here's my tune. So PID for rolls is going to be 60-236. Pitch is 80-236. And yaw is 100-200. Now that Velocidrone, naturally they're aware that the integral, there's something wrong with the tuning for it, so they're working on a fix for that. So I found right now that 200 really gives it that locked-in feel, but that's probably gonna be changing with the next release, so it'll be like more consistent with what you guys run in real life. For RC rate, 80 for pitch and roll, 60 for yaw. Super rate for pitch and roll is 0.63. For yaw, it's 0.5. That gives me 432, 432, 239. And I run no expo. D set point transition all the way up to 1. D set point weight all the way up to 2.55. No expo on the throttle because we're not worried about blowing up our batteries. TPA stock. Anti-gravity gain stock 3.5. What else? Yeah, so you can change all your drag stuff in here too in game. So yeah, this is kind of standard field of view right here. If you guys want to see what the true lens looks like with the 4x3, I'll show you that really quick. So you got to back out to the main menu, go back to your screen options, and change the resolution to 1280 by 1024. And then if you go into your quad settings and put the true lens to true, and then I'll show you guys what this looks like. So it's going to give you that fisheye effect. It's going to give you a little more visibility around the track. But as you can see, the graphics do suffer a little bit because it's like pretty graphics intensive. You know, get the simulator trying to calculate all the fisheye effect. But this is what a lot of the fast guys run. Scotty D runs the true lens on. It does kind of help you see anticipate turns before they come at you. But like I said, just because I stream a lot and do the VRL stuff, I just keep it on full resolution just for the stream. So I get, so I'm not used to flying with this, and then I go into VRL session and can't fly. So that's the true lens. Give it a try. If you run 4x3 goggles, it might help you guys out. Yeah, so that's it. Just wanted a quick video. I had some requests to kind of show you guys my setup. So that's it. All right. See you guys.